All right, let's golf. Thursday night men's league, 4-man scramble, play the course backwards. This is hole 12, our starting hole. That means we tee off in front of the 13th green in the fairway, play over the 13th tee box onto the 12th hole. Have no idea what par this is, par 4, par 5, I don't know. It's about 352 yards. The team is comprised of 4 of us. We each sport a handicap north of 20. We are very good. We're an elite high handicap scramble team. So here we leave ourselves with a testy, horrible little 5-footer and couldn't put it down, so end up with a 5. The fun thing about playing the course backwards is you're playing shots you have never played before on the course. Here we're playing from in front of the 12th green over to the 11th green, have to go up over the trees. A lot of going up over the trees in this format, and it's the most fun format of the whole summer, I think, and we only get to play one time. So, just imagine your own course and think of playing it backwards. Think of playing from in front of the 9th green to the 8th green, and that's your hole. How would you go? At some point, you're going to have to probably cross over some trees. Here we have an impossible shot. It's 200 yards to the green. You can see that wall kind of up on the hillside. That's the tee box with a little tunnel through the trees, which we don't quite execute. Like I said, we're an elite team, but we're all sporting pretty hefty handicaps. But we make do. This is Dave in the blue. A lot of Dave carrying the team on this particular night. But again, I think this played as a par 5 at 382 yards. I hope it did based on the shots that we had to make. And once we clean it up, then comes the fun hole where you're coming back at the clubhouse. And you will see you end up making shots that are maybe even dangerous.
Good shot, buddy. No. Oh, yeah. You like that shot?
So here we have to go, the clubhouse you see on the right, we've got to go up over these trees, over the practice green, practice putting green, onto the 18th green. We come up just short of the practice green and put it onto the 18th.
Whoa!
This is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Come on. Great.
Yeah, that's a clutch putt. That's a real clutch putt. So here, 4. Yeah, 4. We're not good. The idea is to go up the 18th fairway. But as you can see, I pushed it straight over the trees onto the 17th fairway. And then we got to play it just like we normally would play the 17th. I think about 150 in and chunked my 8-iron. So chipping up here or pitching on. Dave with a great shot. A little bit of rain coming down. Lovely spring afternoon, evening in Oregon. And we clean up for who knows what. Par, birdie, we don't know. The whole idea is just to count up the strokes. End of the day, everybody turn in their cards. They calculate the handicaps. I can't remember how they calculated them, but we ended up with 9.6 strokes or something like that. 9.8 strokes is what they gave our team on the scramble. So pretty generous, but we also sport some of the higher handicaps in the Thursday Night Men's League. If you're ever in Salem and you have your golf clubs, or you don't have your golf clubs, you can rent, highly recommend coming and playing Salem Golf Club. It is a old school, picturesque parkland track that has no homes on it. It's next to a very large park, like hundreds of acres park, Minnow Brown, and wildlife everywhere. You'll see all sorts of birds, waterfowl, whatnot, all over this course. A little bit of a back and forth here between the righties and the lefties in the group. Clearly the lefties made the more clutch shots. The righties contributed a lot of shots, but the clutch shots were really about being left-handed. So here we're going up over the trees onto the 14th green from in front of the 15th par 3. Very difficult shot. Ended up long, put it on, and I assumed that this would have been treated as a par 3, but it, again, doesn't matter. It's just about how many strokes it took you to get around. And here we have a great demonstration of what happens when you are a scramble and you all kind of struggle for most of the round. You're able to push it around. You end up hitting out of the trees. Here we are. I'm surprised actually there's not more of those shots. But final hole. Here Dave clutches up again for us. Almost clips the tree, but nope, just the way he planned it. Rolls it right up there. And just to the right of that is where we teed off on the first hole we played. So he puts this one really close, taps in, and it was good enough for 38 with a net 28.2, and again, finish with that lovely shop credit. Thanks for watching. Why are you still watching? Click stop.